Did you know that the Silver Beach County Park in St. Joseph, Michigan was once the ground of a thriving and exciting amusement park? From 1891 to 1971, the Silver Beach Amusement Park stood on these grounds. Visitors could feel the rush of a roller coaster, experience the magic of a carousel ride, and dance to the rhythms of big bands at the iconic Shadowland Ballroom.
They danced frequently. That was the fun of that era. They could go out and dance, and boy, they loved their dancing.
Dancing was wonderful. Dancing was done everywhere, and people could never get enough of it because there weren't TVs and other amusements.
However, couples were reluctant to dance in the pavilion due to its uneven flooring. But as luck would have it, good or bad, a powerful storm damaged the pavilion, and during the repairs, the dance floor was replaced by smooth maple flooring, and the dancing began in earnest.
And then on weekends, I had every other weekend. So that weekend was spent dancing. And my husband took me to all the ballrooms in the area, and there were a lot of them at the time.
Over the years, several dance pavilions graced the shore of Paw Paw Lake in Coloma. Beechwood Point Dance Pavilion, Woodward's Pavilion, and the last and grandest pavilion on Paw Paw, the Crystal Palace. There was the Paradise Ballroom in Benton Harbor, also known as the Palais Ballroom, and the Eden Springs Dance Hall, also in Benton Harbor. But the grandest of all, Logan Drake's dream come true, the ballroom that attracted thousands of dancers and the best bands, was the jewel in the crown of Silver Beach, Shadowland. Shadowland was the grandest of all the area dance halls, with an immaculate floor, theatrical lighting, and decorated in Art Deco grandeur.
That was a big deal when they built that. It was the most beautiful, beautiful building, just gorgeous. He had hired all kinds of people to come in and study because he didn't want any support beams. He wanted to open, and he heard of a building that had been built without that. And he went and studied it, hired the guy, and they built it, and it was just beautiful.
And it was terrific. It had yards and yards of silk pongee when it was first opened. It was the glamour spot, and of course it was all live music.
The grand opening on Saturday, April 30th, 1927, attracted more than 3,000 dancers, ready to scuff the proverbial parquet, packing the pavilion with light-footed free spirits, eager to take a turn on the magnificent dance floor.
You just had the beautiful dance floor, real shiny, and it was a big floor. When the orchestra would play, you had all you could do to get around the floor one time with a song. It was that big, a beautiful floor.
You know, and when he decided to do the dance hall, he didn't just put up a dance hall, he wanted the best. And he attracted the big bands because of it.
These traveling bands would come through. Benny Goodman and Glenn Miller be the best known of them, but there were a lot of these big band dance halls.
And so with the big bands that came in here to Shadowland, it was the thing to do to see some of the best musicians there were in the country.
All that era, the big band era, my dad could tell you every single name because he was there dancing to those people.
Shadowland saw many great bands on its stage over the years, with regulars like Wayne King and his orchestra, Dan Russo and the Orioles, Paul Tremaine, Harry Shannon, Maury Sherman, Tommy Dorsey and his band, the Glenn Miller Orchestra, and a host of singers and entertainers whose names are, for the most part, long forgotten now, but were an important part of the dance scene at Shadowland, and an indelible memory for those who danced there.
It was a dancing time.
Today, visitors can experience the shores of Lake Michigan, take a ride on the Silver Beach Carousel, and perhaps attend an event at Shadowland on Silver Beach, a modern homage to the historic ballroom.